Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make two super easy yet super cute Christmas crafts. Hey y'all, welcome to the This Southern Girl Can's Jingle Craft Hop. Now what is this all about? This is a collaboration between myself and other awesome crafters just coming together and bringing you Christmas decor, baking, crafts, all sorts of things. So when you are done watching this video, what I want you to do is go look down in the description box and in the comments, and I'm going to have links to everyone else's videos. So go check them out, subscribe to their channels, because we all know how hard it is out here in YouTube world. Go subscribe to their channels. Leave a few likes on some of their videos and some kind comments. We all need more kindness nowadays. But anyway, just go check them out once you're done here. Also, subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. What I'm going to start out with here, I have 4 photo frames from Dollar Tree. Okay, these are 4x6 frames, and I also have this gift bag. Now, how do you know what size frames to get with this particular craft? Well, you want to make sure, now we're talking about the inner size here, okay? So just make sure that the width of your size here is going to be as wide as your bag, okay? So the 4x6 is what I am using. And what I'm going to do, let's just get this out of the way here. I'm going to cut the bag apart because this is the side that I want to use. So I'm just going to cut this picture out. I'm just going to cut it down along the sides like so, just to make it a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so this may be a little bit difficult to see, but what I have here is the glass. I have taken off the backs of the frames, and I have taken out the glass pieces. Now, please be careful with these. A lot of these chip very easily. So I'm just going to take it, and this is barely going to fit into my frame here. But let's take this, and you want to fit your image the way that you want it to look. You need to fit it within your 4 frames of glass here, okay? So I'm just taking it like so. Just barely lining up like this. Okay, now I have a pen here. You can see like the center of where all 4 of my panes of glass have come together. This is going to be the center of your frames, okay? So make sure everything is the way you want it to look. So this looks pretty good. Now just kind of carefully doing this so that I don't disturb the glass here. I'm just going to draw myself a line. Is my pen even working? I don't think my pen is working. Well, that's just rude as all get out. I'm just going to draw myself a line. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here, just very carefully drawing a line. Okay. And then we'll worry about the bottom. Now I can go ahead and draw the line on the bottom, I guess. I don't know if y'all can see my line here, but I can see it in person. Just kind of drawing the line here. All right, so now I'm going to cut out the piece that I just traced. Okay, so this piece is cut out. Now I'm going to take 1 pane of the glass here, and let's just trace around that pane like so. Sorry, Hamilton, my little corgi puppy, was trying to come in, so I had to help him let him in. Now he's over here laying down. I'm like, you can come in, but you gotta be good. Is he gonna be good? We don't know. Probably not. Okay. So now that I have that traced, let's come over here, and you're gonna line it up, and you're basically just tracing out each one of your 4 pieces of glass here, so that you have a line this way and this way. You see how I'm doing that? So that you know where to cut, and you can cut these into 4 individual pieces, okay? So we have our center line here. Just line up your glass and then trace that out as well. All right, so now that we have our lines drawn down the center and then across the center this way, now you're going to cut out all 4 of these pieces. Like I say, you probably can't see my lines too good on camera, but they're there. They're there. Now, this bag has a lot of glitter on it, so please be careful when you're placing your glass there, because the glitter can get like underneath the glass, and you will break it. I made one of these before, and that's exactly what happened. Little piece of glitter got under there, and then as I was trying to lay it flat on the table, that was not cool. All right, so now we have, oh, I'm sorry. I was putting his behind on top of his head. Well, I know a lot of people whose behind's on top of their head. Anyway, now we're just going to take our pieces and put them back inside of our frames. So let me make sure. Let's see, I had a cloth over here just for this. Just make sure there's nothing on the glass. Let's put the glass back in. Now I know there's holes at the top of this bag. It's okay. We're gonna fix that later on, all right? So now just put all of your pieces back in. Now, to glue this together, I'm going to be using two things. I'm going to be using some hot glue, and I'm also going to be using some E6000. Now, this E6000 is the low odor kind. What is on my hand? I don't know. It is a low odor kind, so if you're worried about the odor of E6000, use this type. So, the hot glue, what that's going to do is it's going to give us immediate hold, just to hold everything together in case you have cats, dogs, and feral children running around. They're not going to bump it and knock it everywhere. And then once the E6000 sets up, that's going to give you the long-term hold. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because the hot glue will set up a lot more quickly, I'm going to go ahead and just take our E6000 here. Well, I said I was. I think, oh no, look, the end of it's dried up a little bit. I got to get that out. Got it. So like I said, just put a little bit. Yeah, 3 dots should be enough. And then I'm going to go in with the hot glue and put that here. Now this hot glue gun, I do have the link to it down in the description box. The glue gun and nozzles are sold separately, but like I said, I do have them listed together. Just glue this together here, and I'm trying to be so careful to not let it ooze through the front here. If it does, just wipe it away quickly. Okay. And now I'm going to glue together these two, and then we're going to glue them down on top of this. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this down a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I have these picks here. Where did they come from? Walmart. These came from Walmart. I think I'm going to use these because look how bright they are. We have a lot of really bright, bold colors in here. So I'm going to use these. And then for the ribbon, to bring out the white, I have this peppermint stripe ribbon. And as you can see here, this scarf is red and white stripes. So I think that will bring out that. So I think these colors will be just fine. First off, let's take this apart here. I'm going to have to use my wire cutters and squeeze really hard. Whee! That just shot across the room. It's okay. I need to sweep in here anyway. There we go. Okay, well, that was a lot to have to cut through. Now, what I'm going to do here, because we can't really wire this down, I'm going to use a lot of hot glue, okay? So we're just going to hot glue these down. So let's get that out of the way. Just kind of put it, because, like I said, we got to get our bow on here. Just kind of fan this out a little bit. You don't want to mess with it too much once you get it glued down. Like I said, this is going to be hot glued down. You can back this up with some E6000 as well if you like. So right there, I think is going to be good. So with this paper part here, that's where I'm going to glob up the majority of the hot glue. And just set that down there. And I'm going to hold this down until that glue sets up. I don't think this is not completely set up yet, but I want to go ahead and make a bow. Now, y'all see me make my easy no-tie bow so many times before, and I also have a separate video where I show you how to make that. So I'm not going to be making it on camera, but I will have a link for you in the description box and in the comments, or you can just search on here, This Southern Girl Can, Easy No-Tie Bow. All right, so here is my little peppermint stripe bow, and I'm just going to glue it right here, and hopefully I made my loops big enough where it's going to cover up the end. Oh, golly, that was a lot of hot glue. Where it's going to cover up the ends of these picks here. So let's make sure. I'm going to have to pick this up. I didn't want to pick it up. Okay, I think that's going to be just fine. So now I'm going to let this glue sit here until it hardens up. And that is that. Now, how do you hang it? The little loops on the back, like that you would use to just hang the photo frame on the wall, that's what you use. That's what you would use. Or you can just prop it up on a bookshelf, whatever you want to do. That would be cute too. All right, so I'm gonna let that set up, and now let's move on to the next one. All right, so for our next really easy craft, I know this is from Halloween, but I know if you're like me, a lot of you buy these things up and then you just hold on to them and you use them all throughout the year because they make most excellent little gnomes, and I'm going to be using them to make Santas, okay? Really easy Christmas ornament, something that the kids can help out with. So these are the color your own ornaments, the ghost and the witch hats. So for each ornament, you're going to need one ghosty and one witch hat. So for the hat, I'm going to paint it red. And for this, we're going to paint it white. Because this, of course, is going to be used for Santa's hat. Don't worry, we're going to make it look more like Santa's hat here in a little bit. Goodness gracious, I got way too much paint. Okay. So I'm going to paint this red. And these like to soak up the paint. So if your paint looks faded, you might have to do 2 coats. I usually do 2 coats when I'm working with these. But anyway, I'll paint this red and the other one white. Okay, so I'm getting the second coat of paint on here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glitter on this one. I know you're like, glitter, there's too much glitter. Nah, not too much glitter at Christmas time, I don't suppose. I don't use it in my personal decorations, but I'm going to give this to my neighbor when I'm done. I know she does like glitter. So there's like one neighbor that I talk to, so I know that she likes glitter. I'm just going to shake that off. Okay. And that is what we're left with. So now I'm just going to let that sit here and dry. If I have some red glitter, which I don't know if I do. If I have red glitter, I'll glitter the hat. I don't know if I have any. If I do, I've got no clue where it is. But I'm going to let this dry. All right, so I had transferred these to another paper towel. I believe they're mostly dry. And I did put a little bit of glitter on the hat. I just used the glitter that I used for this because it is the crystal diamond glitter. It's sort of like transparent, so it didn't really take away from the red color of the hat. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to hot glue the hat onto the top here. Like so. Just to make sure, you cover all those holes there. Boink. Alrighty, so now let's take that, just position, I think that's straight. Is that straight? Oh my gosh, I've got stuff all over me. I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff. I've got stain on my hand. I've got all kinds of stuff on me. My goodness. Okay, let's let that glue set up. So what I have here, this is just an old piece of fleece that I had laying around. Just fleece that you can get at Walmart. An old fleece blanket. Let's see. The dusters that you can get at Dollar Tree? Like the really fuzzy dusters. It comes up with the handle and with the 2 fuzzy dusters that you stick together. You could use that. I'm just going to use this because that's what I have on hand. And sometimes it's not all about, just running out and buying new supplies. Just try to use up what you have. I have a whole lot of stuff. My pen's not writing on this. I have a whole lot of stuff that I'm trying to use up. So I'm just trying to sketch out here where I need to cut. Because I'm just going to cut this to fit on this bottom part here. And then we're going to glue that onto our ornament for the fuzzy part of Santa's hat. Okay. So now I have that drawn out. Now I'm just going to cut it out. All right, I think I can take this off of the paper towel now. It's not going to be getting paint everywhere. Let's zoom in a little bit. So now here's our little fuzzy piece. And I'm just going to put some hot glue here. And then we're just going to glue it down. Like so. Boink. That'll work. All right. There we are. And then the shininess of the glitter... And then like this fuzziness here, that's a nice contrast. Even though it's like white, there's still enough of a contrast where, you can see what we're trying to do here. So now for his nose, oh Lord, I have a box here of things. It's got glue and stuff all over it. I'm just going to grab a wooden bead that I think will be a suitable size for a nose, and we're going to use that. So we're going to glue this down. Let's turn this a little bit. Just going to glue this bead down for his nose. Let's see. Right there. Looks good, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hold this in place until that glue sets up. I believe that's set up. If not, his nose is going to fall off here in a second. All right. So now we're just going to put a little bit of glue here. And I have this pom-pom. This pom-pom, I believe, came from Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I have so much stuff from so many different stores. But, you know, just wherever you want to get a pom-pom, it doesn't matter. Okay. Just put that on there. And now I'm going to say that this is done. There we go. But how cute is that? Cute and easy Santa ornament. Like I said, really good for kids to help you with. Don't let them have the glitter. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it as short as possible so that you can get through this one and then get on to watching the other creators. But if you would, please give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.